I'm going for it. Should be enough to just have him quit, right? What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game, the best Magic the Gathering Arena channel for beginners and free-to-play individuals. Today we're playing Selesyna Vigilance with 0 rares and 0 mythics, completely artisan-style decks based on commons and uncommons only, and it actually performs really well, better than I thought it would, and I am very excited to start lacing in some rares and mythics in this deck. If you're interested in the upgraded version, be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified of that upload when it hits sometime tomorrow. As always, we break down the deck list, we get in and talk about the deck's strategies and synergies, then we slide into today's gameplay footage where we give you guys in-depth breakdowns of all of the plays that we find within the current meta. Then we come full circle with our closing thoughts. If you find any value within this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and share this to one of your friends. With that all out of the way, let's break down Selesyna Vigilance. We started out with our 1-drops. We have 4 copies of Healer Hawk. This is a 1/1 with flying and lifelink. We have 4 copies of Fight as 1. This is an instant, choose one or both. Target human creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Target non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains indestructible until end of turn. So both a human and non-human can gain +1/+1 and indestructible until end of turn. Moving on to our 2-drops, Ajani's Pridemade is a 2/2. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Ajani's Pridemade. Grateful Apparition ×3, a 1/1 with flying. Whenever Grateful Apparition deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, proliferate. Hatsalu's Raptor, a 2/3 with vigilance. Whenever the raptor enters the battlefield, proliferate. Angelic Gift ×3, an enchantment aura. When Angelic Gift enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gains flying. Moving on to our 3-drops, we have 4 copies of Pledge of Unity. An instant, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature you control, so that's awesome. Alert Heedbonder, one of the key components of this deck. It's a 2/4 with Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, you gain 1 life for each creature you control with Vigilance. We also have 3 copies of Keensight Mentor, a 1/4 with when Keensight Mentor enters the battlefield, put a Vigilance counter on target non-human creature you control. We can also pay 2 to tap it, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with Vigilance. I have a single copy of Bond of Discipline, our only 5-drop, a sorcery. Tap all creatures your opponent controls. Creatures you control gain lifelink until the end of turn. All of these cards are accompanied by 11 planes, 11 forests. Feel free to fine-tune the land. I mean, I think we can do it even here. Planes are going to be more prevalent for us. As you can see, we only really need the green land for the Raptor and for the Pledge of Unity. Even our Heedbonder can be used as planes, so don't be afraid to adjust the land to your likings. I like to run probably about 12-10 for this deck here, but you could potentially go up to 13-9, and then if you have the dual lands, be sure to incorporate those as well, because that's the greatest way to improve the consistency of your deck is by using rare lands, like a shock land or a tap land, something like this. So that's the deck list. Let's break down the deck strategies and synergies. It is a very simple deck, as most of the free-to-play decks are. We can't go too in-depth into the Magic pool of mechanics. However, today we are combining Vigilance triggers with life gain and proliferation. So we kind of get a nice form of synergy flowing between a few different mechanics, right? So everything in the deck basically has Vigilance except for the Healer Hawk and the Grateful. Well, we actually, not a lot of it has Vigilance, I should say. The Raptor has Vigilance, the Heedbonder has Vigilance, and our Mentor will put Vigilance on a non-human creature that we control. So Vigilance on 3 things is not a lot, but it's enough because it's not necessarily the Vigilance that's a super requirement. It is just the trigger from having Vigilance. So at the beginning of your end step, you gain 1 life for each creature you control with Vigilance. We only need 1 creature with Vigilance to have this trigger, but if we have multiples, why not? And then the trigger puts the +1/+1 on Ajani's Pridemade, and then we can proliferate off of that. We also use Pledge of Unity, which universally puts a 1/1 counter on everything we control, and then our proliferation will have high value because now everything's going up. But really, the core requirement here is your Heedbonder, your Pride Maid, and then an Angelic Gift. Those are really the only 3 cards you need. The rest just kind of helps. That's our main combo. Obviously, Grateful Apparition is great for clicking your whole army up, especially since we have Flyers, which is a form of evasion. And yeah, I wish there were more things to talk about in this deck strategy-wise. We have Vigilance, which is nice, so we can attack, and then our opponent is going to attack back, and then we can use our Swallow Whole, which is a great way to remove. This is our form of removal in the deck. As an additional cost to cast the spell, tap an untapped creature you control, exile tapped creature, put a 1/1 counter on creature tap to pay this spell's additional cost. So not only do we find a form of removal, which is really nice, but we also are putting a 1/1 counter on a creature, which is great because now that will trigger our proliferation effect, which is awesome. That's what it's all about, because we can't always pull a Pledge of Unity. So this is a great way to get that flowing. We also have Fight as 1. It's not a +1/+1 counter, it's just a +1/+1 token that goes away at the end of the turn. So not as awesome as it could be with Fight as 1, but this is one of the best cards, and it will protect us from field wipes and things like that, right? So Fight as 1 is a great common from Ikoria in, or a great uncommon in Ikoria for this deck. There's not much more to it, you guys. Beef up, get big, use flying with evasion to try to kill your opponent. If you can't, if he hits blockers, try to find your Bond of Discipline just so you can get that big hit in. You're going to be gaining a ton of life. You're going to be gaining a ton of +1/+1 counters on your creatures. If you can hold protection and removal, you should be okay. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified of our upgraded version, which is going to hit tomorrow. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about this deck, how to play it, any suggestions even, be sure to join our Discord, link in the description below. We have a community of over 1,000 people that are really helpful, all skill levels, beginner to expert. So it's a great place to get advice and even to share your experience with the game that we all love. I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. I appreciate your company. And we have the daily YouTube uploads. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, hit that bell icon. And yeah, thank you all for your continued time and attention. If you want to support the channel, you can do so on Patreon, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Thank you for those of you who choose to do. And thank you for those of you who just continue to invest your time and attention in me. I really appreciate that as well. So with all of that being said, no more rabble. Let's get into today's gameplay footage. We're going to break down some plays within the meta, and then we're going to come full circle with our closing thoughts. So make sure to watch to the end, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. 2 land, 2 Heedbonders. I'll allow it. All we're missing is our Ajani. Let me summon him to the top of our deck. I don't know. Oh, the first few days is really cool. Now I feel kind of weird doing it all the time. It's neat though. I need to learn like some Japanese sayings so I can yell them out real quick. Healer Hawk is in play. Apparition can come out next. We draw a land for our Heedbonder, which is awesome. And then we grab a Mentor. We don't really have anybody to put Vigilance on. Oh, actually, yeah, we do. We'll put it on our Healer Hawk. For some reason, I was thinking something else. We have nothing to proliferate. Just gaining life. And then when we do give something else Vigilance, the Heedbonder will gain us 2 life, not 1. Lots of growth spirals is always scary. Swallow Hold does protect us eventually. Still not being able to access this proliferation, which would really help us. Up to 28 life, though. That's not bad. I won't complain there. There's 6 land available for a Krasis. We don't mind just gaining life. An arrow, that's nice. Not good for us, that's for sure. Ooh, counter spells. I'll take my 4 life, though, that's fine. I'd like to get this Krasis attacking so we can remove it. Ugh, Anissa who shakes the world. Gross. We can easily double block it.
The land fights for us.
He's just gonna build up his Nissa. This is not good. Let's kill Nissa. He should kill one of my Grateful Apparitions. He should have done instant speed to kill the land as well, but whatever.
I must go.
Proliferation finally takes effect. We're up to 50 life, so he's got his back in a corner. But like, these Bant decks have so much power in them, it's not even funny. And another Nissa, right? Like, ugh. How do you deal with 2 Nissas?
Harness the elements.
Again, we're hoping... Well, actually, his Krasis can't attack now because our Heedbonder just stops it. The proliferation from our Raptor here is deadly. It's so good. Let's see what he does. He should block, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe I should have went all out there. I don't know. A weird situation we're in. I can't believe we're competing against this maxed out Bant deck. That's awesome. Right? Dealing with Nissas, Uros, Disputes, Krasises. All with 0 rares and 0 mythics. Ow! Woohoo! I instinctively go to a Mario voice when I do that as well, I guess. He still has Nissa on the field. All he needs is to draw Hydro Krasis with scrying it via his Castle Vantress. 2 to the bottom does help us. We gain 6 life now because the Raptor has Vigilance as well. Plays his Uro, that's fine, right? He doesn't have any flyers though, so we have huge amounts of damage in the air. Ooh. That Teferi sucks. Ouch. 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 Still can't attack,
My elemental friend.
which is great. It's a mystical dispute, but I can pay 3. I'm pretty sure. Let's kill Nissa. Just more scries while she's alive, right? He's using his land really efficiently. Okay, second Nissa is dealt with. And we keep getting to proliferate. Swallow Hole. If he attacks, we could have killed that land. Maybe we should have. I think I want to kill Uro though. But again, our Heedbonder just kills Uro. Really? We have 63 life. There's no need to block it. Is there? I think we should block. I'm just not sure what he would have, and he would have had to have top decked it as well. So I think he's just throwing his Uro away for the draw. He realizes he's in a losing battle due to our flyers, and he's like, I just have to attack with my Uro and get that draw. So then we get to save our Swallow Hole for a future situation. And then, most importantly, we don't have to tap any of our attackers. Which, I mean, we could just tap the Raptor because he's not doing much. Another Nissa.
Together, we will prevail.
Woof. My lord.
Ground you walk on.
This is crazy stuff today, you guys. 26, and we pull our nuke. We have 5, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We get so close. Next turn, we have our Bond of Discipline to absolutely destroy our opponent. Killing his Nissa again. I guess we could have attacked with our Heedbonder too and made him triple block and killed 2 of his lands. That might have been beneficial. Don't necessarily want to send too many things to the graveyard though, and he could replay his Uro if he did. Again, using his Castle Vantress for reduced cost. While Nissa's in play. That castle gives a guy a lot of value, right? Just that Scry 2s are very good.
I can help you no longer.
Let's end our turn. Up to 74 life. Oh my lord. He's so many land in play. No Uro to worry about here. We almost have him killed next turn. I say we just go for it, right? Let's play our... Well, we could swallow. No, that taps us. Oh, Lord of Kenrith. We're going to actually have to do something with this. We need to aggress right now. This is not good. Kenrith is huge, man. He can bring creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield, which is Uro. Gets the draw. It immediately dies, though. Ooh, he has no black sources, though. I'm going for it. It should be enough to just have him quit, right? Gains 5 life. LOL. Brah. Brah. We're gonna kill his Kenrith. I don't know. We have plenty of life. 103. Our tournament should be starting soon. Jump in the Discord to find out more information. A gentleman named Oddfall will be running it today. He's been a great help to the community. He's going to gain some life here with the Uro play. If this guy comes back and wins this match against us, I don't even know what I'm going to do in life. Thank goodness it was a land. We have our Ajani, we have our Heedbonder, another Apparition. So, a nice hand. He's totally played out. He does have a Castle Vantress, though, and a lot of land. Earl's pretty cool. Shoot, we could almost kill him. Let's put our Raptor in the air. See what we draw. Oh, and that wins the game. The proliferation from the Raptor entering the battlefield. What a match. That's incredible. GG. Woo! We're going to use aggressive mulliganing to find our Ajani and win the game that way. There he is. Our land sucks so bad. Let's try and find a plains. We do have our Heedbonder, which ties on to our Ajani. Which is nice. Yeah. Cry. Oh, cycling deck. Perfect. We're actually blessed with that land. No joke. We might pull another land, and it would be cool to be able to play both Ajanis. So let's get our Heedbonder out first. 2 with 4 with Vigi. Pretty cool, actually. It defends us against his creature. I'm not overly concerned with his damage output, I don't think. Right, we should be able to gain enough life. He'd have to get really lucky and pull multiple flares. Should have done that on my turn to create the additional token. Okay, so that's a lot better. We're gonna put Vigilance. Probably actually on our Ajani. She's got 7 in graveyard. Next turn we'll be gaining 3 life a turn. Oh, he kills our Heedbonder with his first flare. Interesting. Shoot, we should have played our Mentor first. Oh, actually, it wouldn't have mattered. We're getting close to being able to attack. He gets 2 damage per cycle though, so like that's actually going to add up. I don't think we're getting ahead of him unless we had a way to deal with his graveyard. Pretty cool that we were actually able to execute though. Show you guys how the deck's kind of supposed to work with the Mentors and the Bridesmaids and the Heedbonders. I think we could maybe drop the Evolution Sage potentially, or just run one of them. Just perfect cycling on our opponent's behalf. He's got 12 in the grave. He's going to hit us so hard next turn. Right? So it's not really a game you can win with the long con. Right? He's just cycling away, chump blockers, finding flares. Down to 10. If he has a flare, he wins next turn. Oh, loving the land. That's cool. So, we need some life gain in here somehow. Trample, life gain. Life gain's probably most beneficial with Vigilance. Yeah. So let's hit the drawing board. This hand's not really great. We should probably toss it and look for our Ajani? Question mark. There we go. We had to go down to 5 though. Land goes, evolution stage goes. We still have a playable hand. The protection could save him. Hopefully he taps all his mana here. He does. Wow. Just casual 5/5. I mean, we are executing, we're doing stuff, but this deck is so powerful. We have Vigilance, we may as well aggress and try to get the blocks. No such luck. Oh my lord, again. Spend that additional mana. You should do it. Spend that mana, boy. I'll kill you if you don't. You better make it unblockable. Oh, he did it. He is going to be choked when we do this to him. I mean, we're down to 8. Down to 8. We do need to gain some life here. It sucks he can just basically play all that glitters anytime he wants from the graveyard. Right? Less than ideal. We exiled the food tokens, but we have no way to exile all that glitters. I mean, 5/4 life gain's pretty tough that you can protect. He'd have to give it protection from white and it would kill the enchantment. So he would just trade... I don't know. What happens here? He can't give it protection from white. It is white. Can you give something white protection from white? I'm just not sure how it would work. Ooh. And he could have made the difference and just killed us. Ah. So now, he's in the same situation. Our vigilance guys can go in. We'd hit for 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 if we hit this up. I think we should. Right? I mean, we're getting close. We're pushing one of these top decks out. But that 7 life he just gained was like... Oh! But when he gives it protection from white, he drops his enchantments. But he still, I guess, has the organic 3 to win. So, we still lose, but we get, like, pretty close. And that's something to stay aware of, right, with Outside of Life's Bounty and Luris of the Dream Den when you're playing enchantments, is that when you have all that glitters attached to something, and then you give it protection from white, it actually, it will drop all of its white enchantments that are attached to it. So, look, he gives it protection from white, and all of his enchantments fall off. But I don't have any solid green creatures on the field, so he can still just attack and win that way. Which is unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. Maybe he doesn't know this, and he's just, like, surprised that that happened and concedes. But I highly doubt that. Right, all he needs to do is attack with his Luris to win. What? He doesn't! I still couldn't have blocked. Ooh! So those are beginner mistakes that are nice to break down for you guys. So you don't make them, right? Alrighty, hand looks great. Let's keep it. Alert Heedbonder. Just play it immediately. Sure. It should allow you to do that. Turn 1 Healer Hawk, turn 2 Pride Mate, and turn 3 Heedbonder is about as good as we can get. We have our Swallow Whole to kill the Fox. Let's get Ajani out. Push him up to 3. So at the very least, we should be able to trade with this Fox. And we're going to need to stay ahead of it because he has Go for Blood. So we need to just ramp, ramp, ramp. Ramp, 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 ramp. Am I right? Just spending all of our available mana. All right. Our Ajani kind of deters him from attacking, and then our Heedbonder gains us life to offset any of his Draenith Stinger chip damage or his Zenith Flare. Now all we need is a Pledge of Unity and we are rolling. Right? We just need to keep our Ajani higher than his Fox to avoid a Go for Blood. He's up to 7. I think he could pass us this turn potentially, right? 5, then 6, then he goes 7, 8, 9, 10. But Go for Blood does cost 2, I believe. Right? He would have to trade with his Fox or cycle one more time, play a land, and then Go for Blood. Yikes. That would suck. Don't you dare. Oh no. Wow. This is crazy. Luckily we have Swallow Whole, so he can't attack. Yeah, like... Oh my lord. Very nice, bro. And we just play another. Continue the attacks in the air. So our new Ajani is already up to 5/5, LOL. I mean, it would have been cool to have 2 of them, am I right? No Zenith Flare, no Zenith Flare, no Zenith Flare. Another Go for Blood. That's just as bad. Attack me, bro. Attack with the Fox. That's what it's used for, is attacking. I couldn't kill you if I wanted. Oh my lord. The healer, he wants to offset the damage that we do. I wish. There's no way we push his Fox up. We need him to attack with the Fox. Here we go. The bummer about the situation is that he can just play Luris and replay the Fox. But we get to reset the 8's, or 9, however many he gets to, +1/+1 counters. What a world. He's probably going to come back and beat us. The cycle deck is so broken. And we were playing a weird free-to-play deck. Oh, that's good. I wish we could do it. We had a really nice hit in. Nice. And we proliferate everybody up, and we gain a little bit more life. So we're safe from the Zenith Flare if that's what he chooses to do. We have enough flyers to kill him. I think that's game. Screw you, Luris. We are making our new decks without companions because by the time this video comes out, I think companions will have been banned or at least moved to their own game mode. So we're doing our best without Umori. We're using Pledge of Unity because we don't have to run all creatures now. And just no draw engine. I really like playing Umori and Beast Whisperer together, but it is what it is. Yeah, baby. Oh! Alrighty. Let's get in there. We have 2 Bridesmaids, both lands. Grateful Apparition. Swallow Whole. Sultai Mutate. We do get our first source of life gain through our Healer Hawk. That's always nice. Our opponent's just going to mutate his face off. We miss a land drop, which sucks. Let's get our apparition out. Try to pull any removal he has before we play our Healer Hawk. That's a nice drop. That will help things quite a bit, I think. Our Johnny's can start going up. We have a form of life gain to offset his hemophage. We will need more, but we can get our Healer Hawk out. Oh, he doubles down on it. That's not good. 9 damage. Oh my lord. That's a very lucky draw. His life gain is what's saving him, right? That's game. Yikes! Mutate in the house. Hemophage with the kill. 12 damage. Oh my lord. How about that last match? That's incredible. Selesyna Vigilance. Another free-to-play deck for you guys. I didn't have high hopes for this one. This was one of my lowest on the totem pole. As opposed to Menace and Trample. If you've not seen those free-to-play decks, check them out. They're really cool. You can just view my channel and search for them there. Vigilance representing, and I think the upgraded version is going to be much more powerful and much more competitive, especially after Monday when the companions are gone. Am I right? So I'm excited for that. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in any other free-to-play decks, be sure to check out the Linktree link in the description below. It's the first one you'll see, and it will bring you to our beginner's handbook, where we have all of our resources for beginners and free-to-plays at. If you need any help navigating around my content, join the Discord, and I'll be happy to help you there. Live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST, daily uploads on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, hit the bell icon so you're notified of our future uploads so you can repeat the process. If you want to support me, you can do so by joining our YouTube membership program, our Twitch Prime membership program or tiered system, or our Patreon. If not, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just continue to invest your time and attention here with me every day, and I will pay you with continual and unlimited gratitude. Just huge gratitude explosion to everyone who's watching.